Start recording now. So yeah, what we'll do, Albert, is we will talk about how some of the culture changes have some of the culture changes that have taken place within the last 12 months in East Africa. Dar es Salaam, Arusha, Zanzibar. I'm hearing a lot of stuff about homosexuality. I'm hearing people telling me that it's changed so much since you left, Aaron. They're telling me that now I think it's even men are like walking around like girls now.
I saw with my two eyes. You know when you just crossed ferry, uh, when you're heading to Hyatt Hotel. Do you know Hyatt Hotel?
Hyatt, Hyatt. Yeah, I
Hyatt
know what you're talking
Regency.
about. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. You got to get on the bus, Kwanzaa.
No, it's not the bus. Actually, you can. I was just on the foot. I was on the foot.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're saying. You get off the ferry from
Ferry
Kingaboni,
from Kigamboni.
and then you
Well,
start walking like you're
walking
going to some Boda Boda, some Kuba Bara Bara.
exactly.
I got you. Okay, knock a little.
I saw a gay person putting on makeup like a lady, even walking like he had even that catwalk shit. What ladies do.
You know what I think, man?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I have been gone for a year. Time do go by fast. It ain't been a year yet, but it's close enough. I'm thinking, man, I don't know because this has been going on for a while now. Because people telling me that like this has been happening. I don't think this I don't think these are locals. I think these are people from maybe another country. I think these people are here to make a statement and try to show that, hey, it's okay to walk like this in Tanzania. It's okay to be like this. This is why I say that. And then you give me your thoughts. Because how could it change so fast? We know what the laws used to be previously
Mm,
in that
mm,
country. That
mm,
was something you didn't do, or you could lose your life. Okay. So
mm,
this is my thing. I don't see people who are really locals of Tanzania that have basically become comfortable all of a sudden. Because you and I know um, a lot of Tanzanians, just a lot of people in general, but Tanzanians, Wanangopa, you know, they
mm,
would be scared to do that so fast because it's still fast to do that when you look at the history of how things used to be and the punishment that used to take place for someone acting like that. So I
mm,
think that's the West and other countries, and maybe even people from other African countries. They don't have to be necessarily from Europe or from America,
mm,
but
mm,
I think those are people from other countries and other areas that are coming there, and they're probably getting paid to do that because I don't see people being that comfortable that fast, knowing
mm.
that the penalty was that strong, Cali, that hard.
Mm. The
What?
thing is, for me, when I talk on my side, these things they go to people who are very desperate, very anxious to get the financial freedom which they seek.
True. Evo.
Because we have seen people who this I don't know how even you spell it, the LGBT, I don't know, LGBT people.
Yeah.
They are we know these people. We have encountered them before. We leave them as they are. You understand? But now
Mhm.
these things, the problem is there was a time when they used to tell us that there are some things they put in toothpaste, in
Oh, Hevo, Quelly,
in
Kumbuka,
perfumes. You
Najua,
remember when I
Najua,
told
Kole.
in perfumes, you understand? They are forcing now people to join. You understand? You
Mhm.
can't now they're using people who are financially desperate. You understand? They are desperate financially to have something to have
Mhm.
money because I remember what my mom told me last time when I told her about that incident.
Mhm.
She told me they are now look if you are financially desperate, if you have no money right now, what you end up doing if you don't sell drugs, you end up being gay.
Really?
Yeah, that's what my mother, my own mother told me that if you don't sell drugs, you end up being gay. If you're financially desperate, yeah, you understand.
I
Yeah?
don't understand.
Yeah.
Kabisa.
If you're That's an old woman who's telling you that she grew up not knowing about those things. Yeah? But she's telling you that if you're very financially desperate, now people are going into those things because one has no money, has no job. He wakes up every morning, 1 meal a day, and that he ends up
So let me
going
ask
that.
you this.
Mm.
Are they doing that because they are so who's paying them though? Do you know who's paying them?
But that's the problem. People are broke and are still doing those of things.
Wow.
For me, I know. For what I know,
So why do you think they're doing it then?
I don't know. It's just being primitive or illiterate. I don't know. Yeah? It's just that people they deceive you that you go to I will give you certain amount if you promote this.
Who
And
who
if
who do,
if
who do you think is who do you think is how can I say this? Who do you think is behind this? Who do you think is basically like, you know,
man, there's we don't need to go very further. Very it was some month back when the discussing Majari was Rimco, eh?
Mhm.
He made an announcement on the television that parents should watch out. I think we had the discussion of the books you sent me. There are some videos you sent me that there are certain books which are teaching kids how to be gay.
Yeah.
So they are forcing them now. It's not all about the people who are born that way. It's about them forcing them to being that way. Because I don't even know if someone is born that way. Yeah? So So after that time, then came the other things because he's the prime minister, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Kassim Majaliwa said that we should be careful on how on our kids, the syllabus they teach our kids.
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned some books like Wimp Kids, something like that. Hmm? Wimpy
Oh, yes.
Kids.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
That
Yeah.
he
Yeah. That's a
mentioned that.
very
He said
popular book in America.
it was also here in Songwe.
Yeah.
He did that in Songwe.
It
It
came
was
from
already,
America and they started putting those books in the in the schools. Yeah.
but now
Mhm.
now this thing is, I think they're trying to promote and trying to reach out to to the, I think those that organization, that society is trying to reach out to other people. I think they're having a scarce of gays. That's why they want to recruit more. I don't know, but they are now reaching they are coming by in force. Actually, they're coming with a big force. You understand? Because what, like I remember the foreign minister of Zambia,
Mm-hmm.
he was asked that, uh, why are the Chinese, why do you allow a lot of Chinese to come in your country? He said,
Mm-hmm.
hold up, brother. That's our problem, not your problem. You understand? You understand? He
Yeah.
told them that when the Chinese come, they come with an influence. They come working. They come making money. They teach you how to make money. They come to trade. They come to construct roads and whatever. But when you are you are, you said you're vice president, right? When your vice president comes here in our country, what she only preaches is what she only teaches is the how to become gay. You
Are you
understand?
serious?
I will send you the link. I know it's in the
Yes.
other phone. I will send you the link,
Top for
and it's
Dolly.
English. I will send you the link. Actually, that's what he told them. You understand?
Wow. Sejui. Yeah, those that's good. Oh, that's the sauce. That's the sauce. That's good.
Mm.
I didn't know that. So it's in articles and it's people even saying that every time Kamala Harris come there, she always finds a way to talk about why Tanzania should accept homosexuality and LGBT,
Mhm.
whatever. I don't even know what them. I just know how to say the alphabets one way: ABCDEFGHIJKL.
The
Go
the
ahead.
al- the elf the alphabet people. We can call them the alphabet people.
Right.
So I don't know what they she came here last time. She had some when it was a Muslim fasting season. She came here. I don't know what they discussed about that time, but it was about Zambia. If Zambia foreign minister spoke about it, meaning, and Ruto also spoke about the same thing. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
What President Ruto said is that we have our cultures as Black people.
Mm-hmm.
You have your cultures. We know those people exist in our country. We just
Mm-hmm.
give them space. You understand? We
Facts.
give them,
Facts.
let them do them what they do. You understand? But
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to teach other people. You don't have to brainwash other people who don't support the alphabet society
Mm-hmm.
to join the society,
Mm-hmm.
because this thing is that we have respected each other from way back. You do your thing, we do we. You do you, we do we. I'm gonna do me. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You be with your culture, and we are gonna stay with our culture. The
Mm-hmm.
the African people who are already in the society, let them do what they are doing. Let them not spread it to other people. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not that it's, you see, like the problem. Let me give an example. Uganda signed a law
Mm-hmm.
in prison these alphabet society people. You understand? The gay people. He signed that law that when you're caught or when you participate in any whatsoever, in anything regarding that society, you are going to be imprisoned.
Wow.
I will also send you that link. He was ambushed by the Western people. You
Wow.
understand? He was
Wapi.
ambushed. He signed it. He signed it. He signed it in his country. He signed that. But now Biden president, your president, he came up to him harshly. You understand? But it's not that Uganda never had gay people. We
Evil.
grew up. Yes, I'm telling you that. That's the reality. I'm
Yeah.
telling you the reality. There are gay people all over the world, all over the place, all over Africa. We people used to go to clubs. We used to see gay people. Huh? People from Rwanda, people from Burundi. You understand?
Okay.
They're always there. Huh? He knows that there are always gay people in their what? In
Uh-huh.
their country. But
Uh-huh.
what he wanted to stop is their culture spreading to other people who don't even have that mentality. Yeah,
Well, absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. So see, that's it. You understand?
I understand. Not with Sana.
But I don't know now.
Not for Hamu,
I
Sana.
saw, there was another video which I'll send you is President Biden supporting the gay community.
So let me show you
The-
this real quick.
mm,
Um, because you know exactly what you're saying. Um, I mean, you're right. You know what? I don't even have to put us right there. I keep us over here. But so you see this? Now this is recently. This is this year. This is like 2 months ago. This is like, yeah, two
Say,
months
especially
ago.
in East Africa, they say that Westerners are turning as gay. Yeah. In Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, homophobia has
Hey,
worsened with political
hey,
and
see,
religious leaders pushing for tougher laws. Much of this agenda is being supported by foreign money.
that's what I
That's it.
said. And I just found this article while you were talking. I was looking for stuff like this, and I just found this article because again, it don't make sense for everything you just said. I'm not even gonna repeat because you already said
Mm.
it. It don't make sense for people to go and start living a life like that and be so bold, meaning just to be so out with it. And they know the history of how tough laws are against that, unless
Mm.
somebody's paying them, somebody's encouraging them to do this. Man, these
Mm.
people are evil, man. Look at this, man. Look at this.
So
Wow.
that's the
And
world we are
see,
living in
it's
right now.
always a person that look like this.
Mm.
9 times out of 10, it's either gonna be a white
Hey,
man or it's gonna be a white woman that look like this because they just be, that's who they pick because they be so,
tourism,
like, if
escape
I could
of
say
tension.
anti, or they be against, um they be against, like, man and women, and they always just trying to push this, woman type of, power, and it's always an image like this. um
Mm.
but but
Can you scroll down, please?
yes, yes, I don't know what that's something different. That's in Paris. In recent months, Africa seems to be experiencing an intense wave of homophobia. And see, and that's the
Mm.
thing. So now they're gonna come to y'all,
Mm.
tell y'all how to live y'all life, which we already know.
Mm.
Y'all didn't need nobody to tell y'all how to live y'all life. But they're gonna
No
come like
one.
they've been doing
Mm.
for hundreds of years, tell y'all how to live y'all life, but then
Mm.
say when you don't accept what I'm telling you, oh, you got a problem. That's what they're basically saying. That's what homophobia mean. Like, oh, so you don't accept the people. You are, so it's crazy. But this is how. they push their agenda. So in recent months,
No, the problem is not accepting the people. The problem is supporting the people. What we already accepted that they are gay, they're
and
homophobic
Dio,
people. The problem is we already not accepting them. We already accepted the homophobic people living among us.
we
The
agree.
thing is,
Chuka Pomoja,
we we agreed to them that they will live. Okay, you do your thing, we do our thing, we do our thing.
Quelling.
You understand, yeah?
What
But the
right?
thing
I'm just
is,
saying how they say stuff and how
you,
see what they try to do. They try to play a psychological game.
mm,
That's
yeah,
what they're doing.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what they're
The
doing.
same. Can you please send me this? I need to.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, man. It's crazy, man.
But now the thing is, they're going to our children, man. That hurts. That hurts a lot.
Hey,
That
man.
hurts a lot.
Hey,
That
listen.
hurts a lot.
That's when you got to stand up, man. That's why I'm doing these videos, man. I don't do this stuff just to be like trying to have something to talk about. I
Mm.
called this stuff. I said this stuff 10 months ago, man. I said they're coming for your souls. They coming
But
for your
now,
souls. And they coming for your children. And you know why they coming for the children? Let me stop sharing
mm,
this. You know why they coming for the children? They coming for
mm,
the children because of the obvious reasons. We know the children are the future, but Africa is the youngest continent in the world. The average age in Africa is 19. Is
mm,
19. So they look at that like they have a problem. Because remember, the more we reproduce, the
mm.
more they're like, okay, we got to do something about all these people. So that's why they do the jab. We know we
Mm,
can't call it certain things because they'll take my whole goddamn video down. So
mm.
that's why they do the jab. That's why they do all these other things because they're trying to stop Africans and black people from reproducing. They're trying to stop you from having children. And that's
Exactly.
why they have the homosexuality stuff because they want to stop you from having children.
Mm.
It's a
And
population
now,
control thing. It's a population control
is it?
thing. Yeah,
But,
absolutely. That's why they do it. Even here, man, it talks about how, you know, the US have pulled money. In some cases, anti-LGBTQ efforts appear to be linked to US and European religious organizations. Man,
mm,
woo, let me share this because y'all know how I feel about these goddamn you fill in the blank. I don't know what you are, Albert. Something tell me like you come from a Muslim background. You come from a Muslim background or Christian background?
both. But I'm not
Okay,
religious.
but yeah, I'm not either. I can't. I don't. I ain't even gonna say can't stand because I don't even put enough effort into say I can't stand. But I don't
Mm.
like it because it's bad for the people. And again, this is another example. In some cases,
Yeah.
anti-LGBTQ. Okay.
Okay.
Anti-LGBTQ efforts appear to be linked to U.S. and European religious organizations. Okay, they're saying anti, but
Mm.
not okay. Maybe this is in Africa. I should have read this. I should have read all this before I just jumped to this. Uh, because I can tell you one thing. A lot of this stuff, I don't care what this say. When you do your own research, you're gonna see it. It's
Mm.
saying
I'll do my own research. Yeah.
it's saying that the religious groups are
Mm.
basically uh, speaking out against it in Africa.
Mm.
Maybe the African pastors are, I believe that, but the missionaries that come from the US and Europe, that's bullshit. They're the one who's coming with this information. They're the reason
Mm.
why it's there. They're the reason why LGBTQ and gay and homosexuality stuff is present in Africa. It has to do with
Mm.
the Catholics, missionaries. It has to do with the Christian missionaries. Uh, and these religious groups are the ones who are actually coming and spreading this information. They are part of it. They are part of it because
mm.
they have been the main ones who have been taking advantage of the children all throughout the years. You know, they have been a part of a lot of things, man, and they can't force
So
they can put whatever they want to put in writing. I don't care. I know.
so what they're saying is that this was supposed to be a secret society, and recently I had people, I think paparazzi or what, they're saying this musician who Puff Daddy is he was one of them. What do you say about it?
Say that one more time. I heard you, but I was
Okay, okay. So I was following up on some news actually. Some people they posted some stuff on recent events of this Jamie Foxx illness when he was in the hospital. So what they were saying that he was going to expose uh, P. Diddy, that he is gay, that she's among that kind of society,
the
the
who is
LG,
gay? The who is gay?
the Diddy is gay.
Puff Daddy.
Yeah, Puff Daddy.
Everybody know he
That's
gay. Like I
so.
think I mean like all them people in Hollywood, they all them people do that type of stuff, man. Like all of them. Mike Tyson, like Mike Tyson, he tried to fight somebody because they said something about and they wasn't even saying anything bad about gay people, but they were talking about a situation that involved gay people, and Mike Tyson just jumped to the defense of the gay people, and he basically threatened the man, threatened the person. Um,
mm,
man, look, these people have sold out the people that look like them. So I
but
never
now
listen.
let me
Hmm?
ask you a question. Sorry for interrupting you. Let me ask you a question. So what I've discovered is when you try to fight them, they destroy you, meaning that they control not here in Africa. I mean, where you are right now. What I can like Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, the reason why he moved out from Netflix, is it Netflix or what? It was because that he made fun of that society. You
Hmm.
understand?
Right, right.
So meaning that this kind of people are very powerful in the world that when you try to fight them, they can easily destroy your life. Is that true?
You know what? That's actually
Mm,
that's a perfect statement that you just made. And
mm,
now I'm gonna reshare that same screen, and it's gonna make sense what I'm about to share with you.
mm,
That's why
mm,
I say that this is bullshit when they try to say, oh, it's the Christian groups, it's the religious groups. Because
mm,
the people who say that they're gay and that they are lesbian is not even a
mm.
large group. So what it is, the
They don't
people,
even they don't sorry, and those people who say that they don't even have money. If you just come, if you make follow up of that, they have nothing actually.
well,
Eh,
actually in America, a lot of them do because they have sold that they have basically, sold out, which means that they are not for the people. They are only concerned about doing whatever
mm,
their master tell them to do, and they don't
mm,
care who it hurts. That's what it means. So sell out. They don't care what message they send it. as long as they send in the message that the wicked people want them to send. But this is my point. This is my statement. That's why I brought this back up, is because it comes from, like I said, like the Catholic churches. It comes from the Christian churches. It comes from Muslims to Islam, stuff like that. I mean, when you look at their history and the things that they've done, and even a lot of their symbolism and stuff, a lot of their stuff is rooted in that, because Islam supports Christianity and Christianity supports Catholicism. When you look at the hierarchy of religions, that's basically that's how they kind of stand on one or the other and support one or the other. So what I'm saying is that, to your point, that's why it's somebody else behind the curtain, it's somebody else behind the mask, because the people who say, hey, this is the way we want to live, their numbers are not that big. So it's somebody else behind them. It's a bigger organization behind them that's paying them, that's giving them money to basically act like this and to try to send this message. So that's why I wanted to share that again, because what you said, it just makes so much sense, and the timing was perfect for what we was talking about. So yeah, they don't have a lot of power.
But
They don't
have
have a
you
lot of
ever
power. So it goes
from
back to, remember I said this is about population control. So you got those people like who are the presidents and in the UN and in Europe and the Vatican. Those are the people that's behind all of this worldwide. Those are the people that are behind it. And then it does what we call filter down, meaning that it's just levels to it. They first started the high up, then they do with government official rankings, then they do with government jobs, then they do with leaders in the community, and they just continue to send the message down those ranks until it get down to the people. But it started high up, and that's who's backing and pushing this. Think about it. You really can't say nothing against it without you being, prosecuted or ridiculed, basically without you being chastised for it, without you being punished for it. That's a better word, punished for it. So hopefully that makes sense. And that's why they're doing it. I know we didn't really plan to spend a lot of time on this, but man, yeah, that's
what what sorry, what I also recall seeing on the social media is that uh, America is not ruled by the president. It's ruled by the people with power.
America is
People,
still under Europe's rule, man, and always have been. Yeah, America's under Europe's
but
rule.
there are people, with real power. Those people the gay people, the gay community people, the Freemason people, the Illuminati. Those are the people who control America, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
you could say that.
I, because I recall what you said before, that America presidents, they all have once all they're all the same. If you go
They come from the
against
same
the
family.
actually, they are cut from the same cloth. Actually, if the people are cut from the same cloth. Take an example: the presidents, Bill Clinton, Bush. You can say Obama. Now we have Biden. I don't know about Trump. I don't know about Kennedy
All
or
of
other
them,
people who
man.
came before
All
them.
all of them. All of them. They keep it in the family. And again, that again proves my point, or better yet, it gives you another history example of how they do things. Even their system is patterned after Europe. Europe keeps everything in the family. Queen Elizabeth, all that. So they're doing the same thing. They still pay a
So
tax. They still pay a tax to Europe.
so so if you oppose their system, it will lead you to either death or what they're doing to Trump right now, right?
Wyo dry, yeah, Wyo Hevo, Wyo Jaribo. But hey, man, you just gotta, Samama Kali, Sana. Meaning you gotta stand strong for those who, don't speak Swahili or, can't understand my Swahili. um, Look at this, man. What do you think about this? I just saw this. What do you think about
People in
this?
Tanzania
And the reason why I'm asking you this question is because
in the wake of Nepal and Uganda. Okay, just go on. I'm just reading this. Sorry.
so before we even read this, because I don't know what the rest of this says, but before I even scroll down, this is my question. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's funny. It's not funny, but it makes you think. How
Mm,
is it that Tanzania um is supposedly making harsher laws and doing all these great things to try to fight against what we're
mm,
talking about,
mm,
but now y'all are seeing in Tanzania more, a display of
mm,
people showing the lesbian, gay, and bisexual, and even doing stuff to kids. See,
mm,
for people who like, oh, why are you talking about this? Why does it matter to you? Because goddamn it, y'all messing with children. And not only are y'all
mm,
messing with children to try to influence them, meaning persuade them, coach them into being something that's not organic, but y'all are even they raping children, man.
yeah, exactly. Because I remember last time we had a discussion on this. I told you there's a guy who was caught teaching children in Songwe, I think, district, but he just got a minor punishment. So they had to take it to the parliament and discuss that thing. You understand? Until some parliament officials say that women, exactly, most especially women, they
Mm-hmm.
were against this. They say that if I have a kid who is homosexual, I would rather kill that kid. You understand? Yeah?
Mm.
I would rather kill that kid. Yeah?
That's what some of the women one of them can say, Mo. Party.
It's a no, it's a woman who said that thing. Actually, I will send you that clip too.
Mm-hmm.
I will list down the clips which I'll send you. It was live on Parliament, yeah? Saying
Wow.
that these homophobic people should be put down. You
Mm.
understand? Should be put down, meaning that should be killed because that's not the way we are raised. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
not the way. No, that's not the way we
Evo.
raised.
Right, right. That's going too far. Like I have a child. If they're like that, I'm not. I'm always love my child. My thing is, don't be pushing it on nobody else. And for years, you know, the U.S. they decide how much aid they're going to give African countries based off
Mm,
if you accept LGBTQ.
mm, mm. So,
It's
so this thing. So now, from our discussion now, because I wanted to ask you this question when I saw that clip saying that America is being ruled by powerful people, the gay community people. the other stuff, people, you understand? So, uh, quick question. What's going on there right now? What do you see, like, this war which America is supporting is the one bringing all this economic catastrophe going on around the world. What do you people see about that?
What, like when will it end, or how can we
No, it
stop?
will never end. It will never end because that will, I'm very pretty sure it will never end because Americans, you have that history of going to going to war, supporting cause, supporting
Coops,
cause.
coops. That's what you're saying,
Yeah,
coops.
yeah.
Oh
Like what
yeah,
happened to
clearly.
Niger. Like
Mm.
what happened to Niger. I know it's not supported by the Americans, but I know there are some African countries which Americans played very big role in supporting the coup. Huh?
And if it's not America, it's France, it's
France,
Britain, it's
pretty.
it's yes, yeah, yeah. So I mean, look, yeah, it's all the same.
So,
It's all the same.
so now, so what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the ongoing wars happening? Because now, when you look around, uh, the world is filled with chaos. It's undergoing chaos right now. Governments overthrown, people killing each other. You understand? What as an American citizen, what are your thoughts? What do you think uh, is America going to? What is the aim of your country? What is it going to end? What is the end game of America in supporting each and every wars going on right now?
Good question. It's
Mm,
not going to end until the people end it. It's not going to end by selecting the right vice president, by selecting the right president. It's not going to end by selecting the right, what we call congressman here, which y'all call parliament over there.
mm,
It's
mm.
like government is in bias.
Sana.
Government, yeah, they're not going to do anything. If anything, government is nothing but it's a trick.
Mm,
They are giving you false hope to believe that something can change when they, in fact, are not even making the real choices and decisions to help
mm,
change. So
mm,
it's going to change when the people stand up. And this is why I have these conversations. This is why I travel. This is why I do different things, because I want people to know it ain't gonna change when Allah do what Allah supposedly they say he gonna do. It ain't gonna change when a great Buddha
mm,
changes something, or a thought process with the aligning with the great Buddha. It's not gonna change with Jesus coming back. All those
mm,
things are distractions to basically just keep your eyes on a hope that's never coming. It's
mm,
not gonna change until the people change it. That goes back to the other video you and me I was in, when I was saying, when I read Malcolm X autobiography, it changed a lot of things, because you get to sit back and look and do some history and use what we call history references. That you see how China liberated itself. You see how other people group. You even see how a certain section or set through some of my other studies here recently, how India have liberated themselves to certain. They still got what we call a caste system and things like that, like that.
mm.
But what am I saying is, man, look, it's only going to change once there's bloodshed. That's the only way change has ever happened. So it's the
But
only
now,
way change can happen. I'm gonna say it one more time. That's the only
mm,
way change has really happened, even if you think about it, the way the majority of the Africans from east to west, from Zanzibar to Cameroon, from Equatorial Guinea to, Mombasa, the way that most of the Africans have either earned or become their religious beliefs, such as Catholics, Christians, Islam, or even some Jews, is through bloodshed. Their ancestors were forced by the sword to be Islam, to be Muslims, to be Christians, to be Catholic. So I don't care if it's from Libya, if it's from to again, whatever that is up there, I can't see. Whether it's from South Africa, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care from Senegal, Somalia. I don't care. Wherever it may be, all these places were forced into their religions by bloodshed. Every single one of them. Every single one of them were forced into their religions by bloodshed. So, hey, people, people gotta wake up and smell the coffee, as I like to say. They have to get to a point where they realize, they know that, look, I can't wait on nobody to save me. I gotta save myself. So I know it's been long, but it's been strong. Um, I think Albert. Let me see if he messaged me. I think he actually may have ran out of. I don't want to assume anything, but I know he's offline now. And data can go fast, especially when doing a Zoom over there. So, um, I'm gonna reach out to Albert, drop your comments and your questions and your statements. I mean, I want to hear everything everybody got to say. Again, it's no hate speech. It's just about, hey, let these people protect what's rightfully and naturally their cultures and their way of life. And the man said every time Kamala Harris come over there, she's talking about LGBTQ. Every time. That's a problem. That's a problem. That is a problem. And then, the deep thing about it is she should just be ashamed of herself. Her whole family should be. But you know what? Man, that woman ain't, if the woman ain't had no shame when she was locking up brothers by the thousands, why would I think she would have shame in what she's doing now? That's why she in the position she in, But uh I don't think Africa's gonna fall for that trick. At least not openly. I'll say that, because that's just too big of an issue. But that's why I highlighted some of these things here with the Tanzanian governments saying that they're trying to enforce harsher penalties and things of that nature. Um, they say they're doing that, but then you have a more prevalent, nature of lesbian, transgender, bisexual people over there. So it don't add up. So what I really feel is that the leaders, I don't even like to call them leaders because they're despicable. And a leader is a title of honor, like Mwalimu, the Babu of Tanzania. That's a leader. But all these other people, man, across these 55, great countries, if they're allowing this stuff to go, which they are, they're not leaders. And my take on it is, so what they're doing, because this is such a big issue to the people in Africa. My laptop about to die. I need to plug it up. Since this is a big issue to the people in Africa, they are not basically saying, "Oh, you know what? They're not going to accept this openly." So what they're doing, they're accepting it behind closed doors. So that's why you see that it appears that they're fighting it, in the news front, in the articles we reading, it looked like they're fighting it on the front line, the governments, and like, no, we don't stand for that. But behind closed doors, if you don't stand for that, then how the fuck these people getting in your country and doing this shit then? You know what I'm saying? If you don't stand for that, then why is going on then? Because they're a bunch of bullshitters. So they still aligning themselves with the West, with Europe, with America, with Britain, France, all them other people. But they know this is such a big issue, they can't embrace this out in front of the world, and especially out in front of their people. They got to take this one behind closed doors. Let me plug up this laptop. There we go. You know that cord would reach. I thought I was gonna unplug it all. But yeah, man, what's your take, Albert? I just wanted to say
So
that.
for
How do
me,
you feel about what I just said?
actually, there's some 15 minutes back I was offline.
You say what?
Some 15 minutes back I was offline, so some words I never heard of.
Okay.
So
So this is
so
what I just
what
said
I
in
think.
short. To summarize it, I said
Mm,
that this issue about homosexuality, gay, bisexual, transgender, and how you said every time Kamala Harris come over there, she's talking about LGBTQ and accepting that, and basically how this is such a big issue for all of Africa. I still think that the people that are in power have still sold out the people of Africa, but they know they can't embrace, meaning they can't accept this agenda openly.
mm,
So they can't basically be shaking hands and smiling and say, yes, we're going to start teaching our children this. So
mm,
what you have to think about is that there's obviously a agenda where they are agreeing to let it in their country, because how else is it stronger there than it's ever been? But you are seeing in the news that they're saying that the government of Tanzania is making stronger laws against it. So it's obvious that what they're doing is that they're trying to basically make it look like they're fighting it in front of
mm.
the people, but they're agreeing to it behind closed doors.
But now, for me, my thought is, because this is a global problem, not only Africa who is facing this problem, but mind you, it never started here. It was introduced right now here, but it started before in European countries in America.
Yeah.
My thought is, actually, my question is, what are you all doing right now to stop? Because you are in the source right now. I saw a video. This Biden was Biden was I think was honoring one of the guy who's a homophobic guy. He's even wearing dresses. He was even wearing a skirt. Eh? Putting on earrings, you understand? And and I don't think this problem is gonna end.
So
On my perspective, this problem is not gonna end because when you make follow-up of the artists, actors like Tyra Perry, now
wow, people. Mm-hmm.
what we recently heard of Kevin Hart. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about it, but I like that guy, but I don't know if I'm not sure, but you are in the source. I heard of Will Smith. Yeah? They tried what Dave Chappelle said that they tried to get him in a dress. It's when he refused. Yeah, they gave him a role for him to put on a dress, but he refused. Yeah, and that's what ended his Netflix, whatever his Netflix role. Huh?
Well, yeah,
So,
this happened actually years ago. There's a lot of things about the whole Dave Chappelle stuff. It's a lot of information to get into, um, because some people don't even feel like that's the real Dave Chappelle no more. They feel like he's been cloned, just like they do about this Jamie Foxx situation.
mm,
So, to your point, but you're right in what you're saying. He didn't want to do it. And some
mm,
people feel like when he went to South Africa, he basically
mm,
never came back again.
mm,
There are videos that talk about stuff like that.
mm.
So again, uh, what you got going on, man? You look like you
No,
peeking out the.
no, I had someone entering. My door is open. Huh? The gate is open, so I had to check.
Oh, all right, cool. But
Mhm.
so yeah, so basically, man, you do have uh, you keep saying, hey, the source is here, and I understand what you're saying. The reason why I spend the time I spend on Africa because
Mm,
it hasn't affected Africa like it has here. It's over here. It ain't even no going in the other direction. Like it's when I say it's over, I'm saying
mm,
that agenda has gone so far that it's out of control. It's like a runaway train. It's like a car going down a hill and the brake line has been cut. You can't even
mm,
stop that train over here. But
mm.
in Africa, you still got a chance. That's the reason why I spend time talking about Africa. Over here, it's gone. European nation, it's gone, meaning that it's like a runaway train. It's gotten away too far. They started that stuff years and years and years ago. They tried to start it with y'all, but they wasn't able to really get as far as they wanted to get. But they are making progress with what they're doing now. It's going to be up to the people to say, look, we're not
But do you
selling
know
that.
that? But do you know that if you want to kill a snake, you have to hit it by the head.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you just you if you want to if you want to kill a snake and you hit it in the tail or the body, it will simply kill you before you even think of killing it. You understand?
Yep.
So I think in this perspective that there's a lot of things you guys have to do there, where you are the source. You are the source. You
No,
have to.
you're the so look. I respect what you're saying. I respect
Mm,
what you're saying. But like you
mm,
said, it didn't just start like this. First of all, it's been a thing for a long time. And who pushes it more is the people who run the banking systems and all that stuff. And
mm,
every country, people must save their own country. It's one of the
mm,
reasons why I did leave when I left and came back and just really started focusing on some stuff here personally, because
mm,
it was like, look, Africa got to save itself. It's not
mm,
going to be, people that save Africa, from
mm,
outside of Africa. Nah.
mm,
So that same, mind is
mm,
consistent with
mm,
the thinking that there's no God, there's no Jesus, there's no Allah who's gonna save the people. It's the
mm,
same for religion as it is
mm,
for with all these topics that we want to change. We have to change this. I have to
mm,
be a part of the change here on my soil. You have to be
mm,
a part of the change here on your soil. But the
mm,
beautiful thing that we're doing right now is that
mm,
we're talking
mm,
across thousands of miles and across
mm,
continents with the
mm,
same mindset in an effort to reach the people, so that's
mm,
important. And as I travel, I continue to observe, see how
mm,
things work, and then say, hey, I like this, I like that, I don't like this, I don't like that. It's gonna be
mm,
something that you don't like everywhere.
mm,
I love taking in the natural culture of the people of wherever I may go, but
mm,
I am not for world
mm,
domination like
mm,
these thugs are. And I say thugs because that's what they are. They are about basically trying to push their way of life on everybody else. So you are right when you say
mm,
that you are the source.
mm.
I am the source. We are the source for our soil, but
Exactly.
meaning our land, just like you
Mm,
are the source for your soil and for your land. You could come here
mm,
and share great things with the people, just like I
mm,
can go there and I can share things as I make in relationships as well. But
mm,
ultimately, it's the
mm.
people of that land that has to change the ways of that land.
Exactly.
Look, man,
So, mm,
Lajua, Usiko Sana, Pade.
it's already the morning, brother.
Cool. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause yeah, yeah, yeah. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2,
It's
3.
it's
Yeah,
it's four.
yeah, yeah.
It's 4:12 right now.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sa in there.
Sa
No, no, no.
Sakumi. It's
Yes,
Sakumi.
sir. Yes, I cool. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
But it's early in the morning right now.
Wow. Wow. So what's on una um una Mpanga Leo. Yeah. Well, what's your plan for today? Una Mpanga Qualeo.
Man, I have some proposals I have to do, today.
No,
So I'll
not
be busy.
Una. Nini Mpanga Leo. Yeah, Nini ni Mpanga Leo. Mpanga Leo.
You say that una mpango gani leo?
Say Manitena.
Just una mpango gani leo?
Una Mpanga Galileo.
Mpango.
Pongo, yeah, Pongo is playing.
Yeah. Una is what do you have? What's your plan?
Oh, so
What's your plan?
I should say Una. I thought I need to say Nini.
Una is mean I. What's my plan today?
Right, like you, yeah, Una. Okay, I do say Una. I was thinking like, do you have Una? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's late. My mind is tripping. But okay, okay. So I was right the first time.
Yeah, una mpango gani? Una
Uh-huh.
mpango
Okay.
gani leo? Yeah,
Okay.
you're right, but the pronunciation was a bit.
Asante Sana. Like I told you, man, that's one thing I love about Tanzanians, man. Y'all
Mm.
will work with us until we get that key Swahili right. Y'all will
Yeah,
keep.
exactly.
I
Right now,
love
I
that.
think I had Cambridge. They're teaching Swahili. It's, they allowed teaching Swahili in Cambridge. It's Cambridge, I think, one of the universities in UK.
That's an
Is it?
opportunity for a local, man. A local
Mm,
that knows English well enough like you. I
mm.
mean, hey, man, teach Swahili, man. You can get it.
So, so my plan is I'm going to, I have a company, so I'm
So
looking
listen,
for
let me
ways.
do this. Let me do this. We still recording. Let me start recording.
Okay.